On today's CHGO White Sox podcast, we'll be talking about how the world weirdly lines up. Welcome into the CHGO White Sox podcast, coming to you live from Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Alongside me, our producer, Sarah.
Hi.
Hello. Sarah's an Aquarius sign. We just learned this before the show.
I am.
So let us know.
It's Aquarius season right now, too.
Oh, it's the age of Aquarius. You know that song?
No.
Okay, it's a good song. Look it up. I forget.
You said your rising is Aquarius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo. Sun, moon is.
You said Aries.
Aries,
yeah.
And then rising Aquarius, but Age of Aquarius by Fifth Dimension. Look it up. It's a good song. You like weird stuff. You're wearing a fish shirt.
I like fish. I like jam bands though.
Yeah, well, this is very jam band-ish.
Okay, yeah.
The song is very. It's like 5 minutes. It's like 2 songs in one.
Yeah. I love a good 20-minute song.
As everyone should. If you are watching, let us know your sun sign. Why not? If you'd be so nice, hit the like button. We really appreciate it. Hanging out here on a Thursday. We got a lot to talk about on the show. We're going to be talking about Tim Anderson signing with the Los Angeles Angels. We'll be talking about Colson Montgomery. He's had a little bit of a fall in prospect rankings, and even Edgar Quero completely fell off one list. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Sox Fest Live 2025, and then we'll talk a little bit about Zips projections if we have the time, and we are sponsored today by Empire and ComEd. So thank you very much to our good friends at Empire, who are definitely not in a meeting room right over there. I definitely would not be saying that right now if our good friends over at Empire weren't in the CHGO offices today. Is this too much? Am I laying this on? Okay. Put our guy here.
It's never too much.
All right. Anyways, people want me to actually talk. On Saturday is going to be Sox Fest Live 2025. I know that Melissa is going, one of our diehards. She's going to be there. Her son, Sage, is going to be there. He really wanted to go, so I hope you guys have fun. It's going to be on Friday and Saturday, January 24th and January 25th. Right now, Chris Getz and Will Venable are talking to the media. We'll get to one of their quotes, or at least Getz's quote, a little bit later on. But for Sox Fest Live, doors open at 4 p.m. It's early admission for MVP Experience, presented by Rate. 5 p.m. is general admission. Then on the main stage, we're mainly going to talk about the main stage because in the loft, that's where the MVPs get the meet and greet. But on the main stage at 5 p.m., you're going to get to watch The Diff featuring Len Casper. Oh, boy. Then from 6 o'clock to 6:10, your 2005 Chicago White Sox, which will include an appearance from Mark Buehrle, Jose Contreras, and Freddie Garcia. Very good sound effect there. Sarah, you early put up one of the like buttons, banners. I think it was from Ozzy. That's one name that I didn't mention. 2005 team, Buehrle, Contreras, and Freddie Garcia. Former players, Harold Baines and Harold Baines only. Where's Ozzie Guillen? Why isn't the most popular cameo personality in Illinois, Ozzie Guillen, not going to be at Sox Fest Live 2025? He is a live TV personality. Seems like a person that would do really good in this type of experience. And it's very odd somebody that we know lives in Illinois is not going to be there, especially the manager of the 2005 team. I hope that that's announced, or I hope maybe there's a surprise Royal Rumble appearance from Ozzie Guillen. Music hits. He's getting thrown 2 beers from the crowd. I think I said beers from the crowd. He's cracking them together like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's my hope. But it's very odd that only Mark Buehrle, Jose Contreras, and Freddie Garcia will be there from the 2005 team. That's why they're only giving it 10 minutes on Friday and 10 minutes on Saturday. Then at 6 o'clock, you got, the 2005 World Series champions. That's weird. But that's not happening on Saturday. So I guess they get a little bit of a run from 6:10 to 6:50. But I guess it's just more of those people talking, and that's it. You're really just going to get about an hour and 10 minutes of three people talking. I don't know. I feel like Ozzie Guillen should be there. Then at 7 o'clock, you get the state of the White Sox. That's where Chris Getz and I think Will Venable are supposedly going to be talking to you, the fans. And then at 8 o'clock, the comedy curveballs featuring Kevin Bozeman. Boy, that should be fun. I don't know who Kevin Bozeman is. Shout out to you. We love people that are giving it a try, putting themselves out there. And hey, you're getting your shot at Sox Fest Live 2025. But that doesn't sell a ticket for moi. Then on Saturday at 5 o'clock, the Gina Glockens Band. You know Gina? Okay.
No.
And then at 6 o'clock, your 2025 Chicago White Sox. Oh, okay. I don't know how to read. Folks, I did prep for this show, and honestly, I just don't know how to read. I think the biggest takeaway is, yes, Sox Fest Live 2025 is probably finding their feet, but boy, I should find a person to teach me how to read. So it's 6 o'clock on both Friday and Saturday, 6 to 6:10, your 2025 Chicago White Sox. So there you go. That's going to include Brooks Baldwin, Sean Burke, Jonathan Cannon, Corey Lee, Brian Ramos, Mike Talkman, Drew Thorpe, Miguel Vargas, Gus Varlin, Andrew Vaughn, and I think they'll even throw out some prospects, Chase Mydroth, Braden Montgomery, Colson Montgomery, Edgar Quero, Noah Schultz, Hagen Smith, Kyle Teal, and George Wolko.
It's going to be so weird having Mike Talkman there, coming from someone who's been in Cubs world for a long, long time.
Well, and in the news, too, Reese McGuire, former White Sox legend, he is now signed a minor league deal with the Cubs.
He did, yeah,
so
I did see that.
He's a part of one of my favorite type of players, a la Diano Navarro, a la Giovanni Soto, a la, there's another one out there, but catchers who have caught both for the White Sox and the Cubs. They're out there, and they tell you they don't exist, but they exist. I think there's a big one I'm forgetting about, but whatever. Anyways, to clarify, you're going to get a band at 5 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock for 10 minutes, you're going to get the 2025 Chicago White Sox experience. Then only from 6:10 to 6:50 on Friday, you'll get the 2005 World Series champions. That includes Burley, Contreras, and Freddie Garcia. Then at 6 p.m., from 6:10 to 7 o'clock, you're going to get the comedy curveballs again from comedian Kevin Bozeman. So comedian Kevin Bozeman is going to get about an hour and 45 minutes to show what he can do. Is he going to include players? I don't know. And I don't know if it would sell a ticket for me. Then they're going to have State of the White Sox again from 7 to 7:50. So I'm assuming, again, Chris Getz is going to be trotted out there. The one thing that sounds interesting though, Eras History 101 featuring Sherman Dilla Thompson from TikTok, 10 minutes. I feel like you could probably stretch your legs a little bit more. I feel like Dilla could give you like 30 minutes. And the Eras is fun. You got 125 years to go through. And then finally, 8 o'clock to 8:50, Sox on Decks featuring future Sox stars, which includes Chase Mydroth. Buy the jerseys now while they're hot. Anyways, that's Sox Fest Live 2025. I will not be going. I did not buy a ticket. I hope it's fun. It never really got to me, the Fan Fest experience, mainly because I'm not a fanatic. I'm a fan of the Chicago White Sox. Would I say I'm a fanatic? No, I feel like I'm a willing participant, if that makes sense. I don't know how you guys
That's how I feel.
You feel like a willing participant? Yeah. I mean, I love sports, but I don't know if I'm a fanatic about it. There's, the whole idea of, viewing sausage being made would turn you off to eating sausage, right? Like, I have seen sausage being made.
I hate watching that. Just off topic.
Sausage being made?
I think it's like the weirdest. I hate it. I'm also
like, you're talking like videos of like,
yeah, like the
casing being stuffed?
Casings and stuff. I hate it. Okay. Anyways.
Is that even the saying? Anyways. I don't know.
I think it's animal fat.
This is great.
Where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's animal skin.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. On today's show, we're going to talk a little bit about prospects. Going to be there on Friday and Saturday. It's going to be Coulson Montgomery. There was a quote that Scott Merkin tweeted out as Chris Getz is currently talking to the media. Getz on Coulson Montgomery making the team out of spring training. He's going to get a lot of opportunity come spring training. We expect to see Coulson Montgomery playing shortstop for the White Sox at some point this year. Generic. And if I had to make a shot, if I had to shoot my shot, I would say that he's going to debut in June. When Tim Anderson was drafted, it took him about 3 years to get to the show. He was a 17th round pick, or he was the 17th pick in the first round. Coulson, 22nd pick in the first round. I think Tim wasn't even as highly ranked as Coulson was. I know Coulson ended up being in the top 10. I think right now he's at 37. I don't remember ever seeing, and I go to Baseball Reference a lot, I don't think I've ever seen him on a prospect ranking. Yeah, the highest he ranked was 45 from Baseball America, 47 for Major League Baseball. Baseball Prospectus had him at 19. So shout out to Baseball Prospectus there. But Major League Baseball, still, Coulson's at 37, Tim's at 47. Anyway, I do think it's going to probably take him about June. I don't think he's going to do that well from spring training because what we know is all of the guys that have velocity should be at their freshest. Maybe they won't be able to throw strikes, but the one thing he did struggle with is velocity. At spring training, he's going to see a ton of velocity from Major League pitching. So I would think that he ends up being the AAA starting shortstop for Charlotte. I think it's more likely that Mydroth gets some shot at shortstop. You got basically a month and a half to see if Mydroth is a shortstop. He's played shortstop pretty much all of his minor league career up to AAA. I don't think he would be swimming in deep water. I think, he's not a boat upstream without a paddle. He's got a paddle. Maybe it's upstream. Maybe he's in a canoe. Maybe it's not going to go so well. But it's only a month rather than a full year. I think Mydroth can at least tread some water, whether in a canoe or not, and I think that he can hold down the position, not forcing Montgomery to be on the opening day roster. If he dominates in spring training, then let Coulson take it over. But I think it's going to happen in June. And to talk about him and the connection of him and Tim, the last shortstop that they drafted in the first round, being before Coulson Montgomery, was Tim Anderson. Tim signs a minor league deal with the Los Angeles Angels. Again, Tim debuted June 10th. 2016. If I had to put the over-under at May 29 for Coulson Montgomery's debut, I'd take the over. That's mainly because I think he's going to debut in June. I thought that I made that clear. If I haven't made that clear, I think Coulson Montgomery's going to debut in June. But Tim signs with the Los Angeles Angels, and what Kevin Pillar said, because Kevin Pillar was DFA'd from the Chicago White Sox, the team that lost 121 games, Kevin Pillar then goes to Los Angeles and is pretty decent. Kevin Pillar said it was the island of misfit toys. Kevin Pillar also mocked Fast. Do we have that actually, Sarah? Can you look through the sound effects? I'm going to call for a sound effect I didn't even tell you about. Pillar on Fast. I swear to God, I think it's in there. Scroll. Scroll right there. It might be in there. I'll give you a little challenge.
FAST was an acronym for something.
There you go. Say, how we play it again.
FAST was an acronym for something.
And boy, is Kevin Pillar right. FAST was an acronym for something. Pillar ended up putting up 0.3 WAR with Los Angeles. He'll even put up 0 WAR with the Sox, but an 88 OPS plus. And they gave him like 280 plate appearances. I think Tim will at least get the run to see what he can do. He got a little bit of that run in Miami. It didn't go so well, but with time off, if it was truly health issues related, maybe he has taken the time to clean up his personal life. That is mostly just me guessing. I don't think there was anything specifically put out there. I don't know what his personal life is. I think he's still married to his wife. So hopefully, whatever was in his past that was maybe hurting his play on the field, whether it be injuries or personal life, he's able to get by it. And we see a healthy and thriving Tim Anderson in Los Angeles. Because again, they're going to give him all the chances to do something. And if he's, got like a 270, 260 batting average going into June, I think he's probably going to at least get a chance to get to August. Let's hope Tim turns it around, because it was a very weird fall off from our guy TA7. We have to take a break. We will talk about more prospects. The Sox have the top 2 left-handed pitchers in Major League Baseball. We'll talk about the last time that happened in Major League prospect rankings. But let's take a break and let you know about our friends over at ComEd. Our friends over at ComEd can help businesses save money by becoming more energy efficient. And if you didn't know that ComEd did that, the energy efficiency program can help find up to 35% in energy savings for businesses. And all businesses have to do is sign up for a free facility assessment at ComEd.com/biz. What do you own, a cupcake shop?
Did you say ComEd.com/biz?
I did say ComEd.com/biz. Sarah, make up a person. What business do you own?
A cheesecake business.
You own do you own the factory?
I do.
You own the Cheesecake Factory.
Yes.
But not related to the Cheesecake Factory.
No, it's my own.
You own your own. Okay. Well, have you signed up for a free facility assessment at ComEd.com/biz for the Cheesecake Factory?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, you should go check out ComEd.com/biz, ComEd.com/biz, ComEd.com/biz. Am I giving you a headache?
No.
ComEd.com/biz, 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 ComEd.com/biz. Headache?
No.
ComEd.com/biz, 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 ComEd.com/biz.
All right, our ad time is up.
Okay, thank you. Well, hey, I was trying to... Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change. Actual savings will vary by customer energy usage and rate. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is funded in compliance with state law. We also want to let you know about our friends over at Empire. Can you go get Jim? Because the people at Empire are here, so we should probably hear my advertisement because it's the best.
They're in a meeting.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was like,
with Empire today, you get shop at home convenience, the right product for your needs, quick and professional installation, and a low price guarantee. Empire today is the best place to get new flooring, so of course they have copycats, but Empire cannot be beaten on the quality, service, and speed. That's why competitors advertise low quality products that Empire simply won't carry. Empire won't promise the lowest prices because anyone who does is putting flooring in your home that they wouldn't put in their own. Empire's philosophy is to help you find what you need and not overwhelm you with thousands of choices and substitutes. What they leave out of their selection is just as important as what they put in, and you could check out their selection with their virtual floor designer. It's a great way to see how new floors will transform your room. Just snap a picture of the room, and then you can go through all the styles that are curated for your home. Head over for a free in-home estimate today. All listeners can receive a $350 off discount when you use promo code CHGO. Restrictions apply. See EmpireToday.com/CHGO for details. Thank you very much to our friends over at Empire. Ryan says, Jim is laying down new carpet in the CHGO offices. It would be nice. I go walk around with my shoes off, but honestly, the floors in here are very nice. I don't think Empire would suggest us redoing our floors. That's just, tearing up good floor for no reason. Any thoughts on the floor, Sarah? No? It seemed like you were about to chime in.
Well, I'm just happy that they're here. They're doing a deal right now in one of the rooms, or I don't even know what they're talking about, but they're probably talking about things that will benefit not only us, but benefit them as well.
I know what they're talking about in there. They're talking about Jim Cook's haircut. That's one mighty fine haircut.
Did he get a haircut?
Oh, he did. He'll tell you who he saw, too. He saw a White Sox legend. I want the comments to guess. While you're guessing in the comments, hit the like button. And maybe we put out a poll. How about we put out a poll? Okay? Jim saw a famous White Sox, and he did not go up and say, hey, I'm Jim Cook of CHGO. You should come on the podcast and talk to my good friend Sean, especially because Jim and I are so close. I thought that he would at least be a businessman and reach out and make a connection. Like, isn't that what LinkedIn's for? And you have LinkedIn IRL ready to go. This guy's sitting there. You can't miss him. And he just doesn't do anything. Maybe because he was so focused on his, meeting with Empire. But anyways, do you have the options? I could put in options for you. You should throw in Frank Thomas. You should throw in Jim Thome. You should throw in Ozzie Guillen. And then can we put in a fourth one? And put in me. See if anyone votes for me. Okay. We did get 2 likes. We appreciate you. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's go to MLB.com and let's talk to our good friend over at Jim Callis. So now that sounds like we booked Jim Callis. We didn't book Jim Callis, but Jim Callis wrote that MLB.com has produced top 10 prospect rankings by position dating back to 2011. So we're up to over 120 lists for 15 years now. Just twice has the same team featured the 2 best prospects at the same position in the same year. Mariners outfielders Jared Kelenic and Julio Rodriguez were the first duo to accomplish the feat in 2021. Now, the White Sox left-handers Noah Schultz and Hagen Smith joined them 4 years later. Chicago turned its last 3 southpaw first-rounders, Chris Sale in 2010, Carlos Rodon in 2014, Garrett Crochet 2020 into All-Stars, and Schultz 2022 and Smith 2024 look to be on the same path. So, flat out, woo! Like, I understand that prospects are suspects, but also let's just kind of celebrate. We had 41 wins. Why not take a 42nd? It's just paper. It's just someone's opinion. It doesn't add up to anything for a White Sox fan. You might not even see Hagen Smith nor Noah Schultz in a White Sox uniform come 2025. Maybe it will take them an entire year until 2026 for them to be called up to the major leagues. But it's cool. First of all, you're just looking at something that's cool and saying it's not cool, right? You're looking at the Randy Jackson signed samurai sword and saying that's not cool. You're just wrong. You're looking at this hat. Dave Barista realizes that this hat's sick, and it is a sick hat. Also, shout out to My Sock Summer. My Sock Summer sold me this hat, and I'll see him on Saturday. I'll also see our good friend Herb. I'll be at the 108 show. I don't know if that leads people to buy tickets. I don't even know if there's tickets to buy. That's a hot ticket to buy. Anyways, very cool that the White Sox have the top 2 left-handed pitchers in baseball. It's very exciting, and it's unknown what these 2 players can do. Hagen's path is very clear. He went through college, dominated the SEC. As long as he looks good wherever he starts, I would assume Kannapolis. I wouldn't be shocked by Birmingham. If he dominates Birmingham, he'll be able to move on without ease. I think he could have like 11 starts there before they're moving him up another level. And I think he could probably have 11 to 12 to 15 starts and then be in the major leagues. I think it's possible Hagen Smith debuts before Noah Schultz. James Fox said this in the first 20 minutes of their last podcast. I didn't listen to the full thing, but I believe someone in the White Sox organization told James Fegan, Sox Machine, that the goal for Noah Schultz was to get him to 110 innings this year and to kind of get him off the every Saturday routine and get him into a more 5-day routine. Now, that's only like 20 more innings, which is a little concerning. I would have liked to see Noah get to about 120 innings. But again, when you look at his true age, there's no rush, I think, for Noah Schultz. He's 6'9", 220. Anyone with that frame usually has a pretty difficult time to make it to the major leagues. He did get to AA, and you did see the strikeouts and swing and miss go down, and it seems like there's questions about his fastball shape, whether he should be with a four-seam fastball shape or if he should follow a sinker shape. He has added a sinker shape to his repertoire, but I think there is still time for him to stretch out his very long legs and find out where to go. I wouldn't be surprised at all when he starts the year at Birmingham. I think he will start the year at Birmingham. And I think the biggest goal isn't even to make the major leagues for him. I would love to see him throw 120 innings. There's a 4.5-year age difference between him and Birmingham. Last year, in 2024, he was 20 years old. He's now 21. He'll be 22 August 5th. So he has a very long time until he's even 22. And I think the thing is, Hagen is already 22. Hagen's 21. Actually, hey, I didn't even know that. Hagen and Noah are 14 days apart? 2 weeks apart? August 5th, 2003 and August 19th, 2003. So, hey. But Hagen, again, was pitching against college kids. Noah makes the jump just right out of high school. So, I am a little concerned, I guess, about Noah Schultz. Just talking to myself, talking out loud. I am concerned a little bit about Noah Schultz just because I would like him to see more of 125 or 120 to 125 innings. 110 is a little light, but I also think they said 75 to 90 this year. I mean, he reaches closer to the back end. He's at 88 and a third rather than 90, so maybe a positive there. But it seems like there's more question marks about Noah Schultz, and it's mainly just because the build really hasn't been seen before outside of Randy Johnson. If you want to go to another White Sox guy, John Roush, there you go. Predictions for Jonathan Cannon, opening day starter. In more prospect talk, Edgar Quero was left outside of Baseball America's top 100. Oh, at the fudge. We can't say the F word, right? Okay. So I'm glad I saved that. I totally didn't just say that. We do have that Coulson thing. Before we get into Edgar Quero, Sarah, thank you for reminding me for this graphic. Talking about Coulson and talking about him debuting come June 10th, I was surprised that when MLB rankings also did the prospect rankings for shortstops. Coulson Montgomery is not a top 10 shortstop. Carson Williams of the Rays is 1. Jordan Lawler of Diamondbacks is 2. Marcel Mayer of the Red Sox is 3. Sebastian Walcott of the Rangers is 4. Leody De Vries of the Padres is 5th. Colt Emerson of the Mariners is 6th. 7th is J.J. Weatherholt of the Cardinals. 8th is Aiden Miller of the Phillies. 9th is Kevin McGonigal of the Tigers. And 10th is Jacob Wilson of the Athletics. Apparently Wilson hit like 400 in AA, so that's just watch out for the guy at 10. So the fact that that's the guy that beat out Coulson, I don't have too many issues. Coulson is still a top 40 prospect, so I'm not like super concerned that he's not a top 10 prospect. And if you do count out the shortstops above him, all of these guys are above him. So like there truly are 10 shortstops above him. So it makes sense that he's not in the top 10. But I don't know if those concerns are because of his potential defensive liabilities. But you look at some of those guys, Walcott has a third base next to his name. It's shortstop / third base. Some of these guys are second base / shortstop. I think Emerson's one of those guys as well. Mayer has been fairly bad and injured as well. So even though Coulson isn't a top 10 shortstop, I really do wonder how he'll start off AAA just because it won't be jumping. He's trying to repeat and build off of what he's already done at AAA. I think that Coulson will be fine come 2025 at AAA, and I think he will make the Major League team by June, if I haven't said that already. Edgar Quero is outside the Baseball America's top 100. Moises Balancestro, that's, I think, the word for basketball in Spanish. I know that our guy, Luke McDowell, is going to be upset with me because he works for South Bend, and he has told me many a times how to say Moises' last name. But he's a 5-6 catcher for the Cubs. He is ranked on the top 100 prospects list for Baseball America. And the thing that I find interesting, Quero, a switch hitter. Moises is a left-handed hitter. Quero has the 3 inches above him on height. And Quero performed well, swinging the bat, at AAA. Moises, I don't even think is past AA. So it's very odd for me that this was a fringe player for Baseball America's top 100. He might not be a catcher, but I know it's not the word for basketball in Spanish, Ryan. It's not, Sean, LOL. But what am I thinking of? Balancesto? Something's a word. But I don't know if it's defensive concerns for Quero. Maybe he won't be the White Sox catcher, but I think he's a major league hitter, and he's just closer ETA-wise. I think Quero should be a top 100 prospect. I think that's a little BS from BA. Finally, something that I found interesting from yesterday that I ended up bringing, the White Sox had David Keller speak to the media, and FutureSox.net wrote it up, and this is from James Fox. He said, the White Sox want to be where players are, according to Keller, and that's a significant change for the White Sox. They've lacked gumption in the Dominican Republic and haven't had any meaningful impact in the Pacific Rim. Chris Getz apparently has the backing of ownership to make this department a more significant priority than it ever has been over the past decade. What Keller says, data, TrackMan information, and video alone doesn't help make good decisions, but implementation of that and the ability to take that information to analyze and leverage it over time will help to make better decisions over time. I feel very fortunate that Chris Getz and Jerry Reinsdorf believe in the vision and the plan that we have here. And what they're referring to is that the White Sox finally, in the year 2025, finally have gotten portable TrackMan machines. So if you're wondering why Chris Getz is needed to flip the entire infrastructure, I think they also got what are the $500 pitching machines, $500K pitching machines. They're the ones that perfectly replicate pitcher spin. So they've gotten those machines. They've also gotten portable TrackMan machines. It's like, thankfully, our team has entered 2015. So we are 10 years behind, and this is Chris Getz getting them up to speed. So this is why my prediction is they won't make the playoffs until 2027. And hey, pat in the back, Chris Getz. Some of the Zip productions came out for the people they signed. Mike Tauchman is going to have a 106 OPS plus. Josh Rojas is going to have a 90 OPS plus. Austin Slater has a 101 OPS plus. Andre Lapicius, shout out, a 94 OPS plus according to Zips. Nick Maton, 93 OPS plus. Bobby Dahlbeck, 84 OPS plus. Cal Mitchell, 92 OPS plus. And Matt Tice, 81 OPS plus. If Tice gives you 81 OPS plus as a backup catcher, amen. And the guy that has the lowest projected one, Dahlbeck, 84 OPS plus, is the guy I like the most that they signed. And the thing that I read off, you might say, hey, there's only 2 guys that have an OPS plus over 100. Yeah, that's mainly the 2024 White Sox. And also, most of the players weren't even above 60. So the fact that they're projected to give you 80 to 90 OPS plus is a win. Maybe we won't lose 121 games. Maybe it will only be 115. There's currently a diehard sale. A new era for the Bears means a new diehard deal for diehards. You can get a $48 annual pass. Head over to allchgo.com to sign up. This is not going to be a deal for long. So head over and sign up today.
There's currently, I think 3 days left of this deal. Yeah, there's a countdown on our website when you go to allchgo.com.
So sign up to be a diehard today for Benny J. I don't think I can legally say his name. BPG says a ballestero is a crossbowman or the maker of crossbows. No, I don't think that's it. I'll figure it out. Anyways, that's going to do it for the CHGO White Sox show. I will be Balancesto. That is basketball. Balancesto. What am I?
Also, you never revealed who Jim saw today.
Do we have the?
Yeah. So far, Ozzy is winning, and you are a close second.
Why? At what percentage?
29.
Okay,
out
Jim
of
didn't see me.
7 votes. You said to add your name to the list.
I know, but I thought that would be a giveaway to not vote for me. Okay, it was Jim Tomey.
Ooh.
And he didn't say hi. I mean, that is a guy that's known to be gregarious. That's a person I wouldn't be afraid to say hi to. Hi, Jim. Thanks for hitting that monster shot in the 2008 Blackout game. I appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribing to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. The Bulls are playing on the West Coast tonight, and those poor SOBs have to do a post-game show. So go give Matt Peck, Big Dave, and Will Gottlieb your love and support tonight, along with Katie, because they are going to have a hell on earth tonight. Sam, again, any predictions about making the playoffs is premature. How about a winning season first? I would love one, and that's why I said 2027. We're putting it off to the future. I'm a procrastinator. I gotta go. Goodbye. I love you.
We all silly like the mayor.